Yeah.
Holy shit.
Who knows?
Dr. Fisher with the
So
clutch.
I found 6. These 2 have terrible reputations. These other 3 are like not the best either. I'd suggest between these 2.
So with that roll, Fisher both becomes a connoisseur and knows everything that there is to know. I love it. Secretly, like this is. Does Fisher have like just a stack of old samurai movies in his room or something?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, I'm actually a closet LARPer. So
Yes, this is 100% canon.
yeah. So Oscar says that Fisher, that's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, so
he like takes it down on his compad and he starts pouring over the information.
I think it's probably appropriate to ask, of these 2 rival schools, you currently use Kenjutsu, right? That's your current martial arts?
That is correct.
Okay. Are you looking to progress further in that martial art, I assume?
Oh yeah, Oscar is diehard purist.
Yeah, totally.
Kenjutsu.
So certainly there are 2 probably alike schools, or dojos, that are very similar in their teachings. They differ in a couple of ways. And you can see that the biggest way that they differ, based on the information that Dr. Fisher gave you, is in their ideology. I think that it probably strikes you as similar to how the schools on Raimondi work. Yeah, exactly. Where one of the schools is probably focused more on like inner strength and self, and the other one is focused on like projecting your presence to others around you, so that you can like protect them, within your bubble, right? They don't necessarily mean anything mechanically, but it's just the belief system that the 2 different schools have.
I think the second one of those, as Oscar's reading through these, like, the summaries that Fisher turned up, the second appeals to him. The like, the kind of personal bubble idea, like,
projecting your spirit. It probably is like projecting your spirit beyond the capabilities of normal man, right? Like that's probably like the tagline or whatever.
So he likes that idea of like drawing a line in the sand and God help you if you come within within that range.
Totally.
So yeah, Oscar's very excited about this.
Cool. Now once you make it on planet.
Yeah, so he's very excited about this, and he goes to find Gogo.
Okay.
Now it's my problem.
Isn't it always your problem though?
Sure is, isn't it?
Well, I mean, listen, I've in my history of Stars Without Number, I've flown a ship precisely once, and I crashed it straight into a goddamn planet. So
sure did.
If Oscar could do it, he would. Anyway, is Gogo sleeping it off? Would he dare risk?
Awakening.
Maybe mention it in the morning when she's up, or I guess mid-afternoon when she's up.
Maybe he thinks better of waking her and just continues reading on.
Oh, wait till she emerges.
Yeah, till she comes out of her den.
That's the name of the dojo.
Bishu?
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 Yeah, Bishu.
Bishu Dojo.
Yep.
Okay. Rad.
Cool. So you're gonna wait
Does-
for Gogo to become awakened.
Yeah. I don't know if that's man, with that info, Oscar's done. He's got that to keep him occupied for the rest of the, however many more hours.
Yeah.
we're stuck
So
here.
we see you like walk to the door, and then like, maybe I'll bother her later. Gogo, are you actually asleep?
No, actually. So
Yeah.
you might have heard her through the door not being asleep, because I don't really think that her sleep pattern is very normal these days. Even though she said she was going to take a nap. I think she recognizes that this sounds a whole lot like a big old line of space truckers, and guess who she knows a whole lot about?
Yeah.
Space truckers. My guess is, out of the 2008 bajillion people in line, she's got to know one of them.
Well, I don't know, Gogo. Let's roll a culture spacer roll to see if you can identify one of the ships in that long list of names that you recognize.
Let's do it.
I'm sure there's a search function for that list.
Yeah, but then then she has to remember all of the names of all the people she knows.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet
Well,
she could narrow it down, though.
I mean, she's probably only gonna remember like 3.
I don't know.
That's what rolls are for.
Intelligence? Based on
Yeah, intelligence,
wisdom,
for sure.
based on-
Oh.
okay. Hey, I do have a reroll.
You want to
Yeah.
use it?
Reconsider. Remember what we were proposing to do. I'm not telling you what to do. But
Or
You know,
you do know the guy, but
you-
he's
you
like
always-
he's just one ahead of you in line.
You always say, "Yeah, I'm not telling you what to do," right before you tell him exactly.
No. I'm just like.
It could
does
it
Gogo
could just
wanna
get
go
you
for
to the
glory.
it could just
or-
get you to the front.
It totally could.
prevent us having to do that, though.
It totally could.
I mean, what's the possibility of rolling a 3 again? I feel that's pretty bad.
There you go.
A basic success.
So I think that scrolling through the list of names, or at least you probably have the ship designations, right? You don't have names or anything like that. You just have like the IFF transponder code. And as you scroll through them, one jumps out at you. It's the Minotoa. Minotoa. That's too many A's. Minotoa. And the Minotoa is it's a freighter that it's a smaller size freighter, perhaps in the couple 100-ton range as opposed to the larger, like, huge space trucker range. And last time you were in contact with it was probably when you still lived on Thune. You're probably at a bar or port, or maybe you just want to race, or maybe you were preparing for one, and there was probably a young woman in there by the name of what was her name? Say it was. She probably just went by Hawthorne. And you probably met her. She was maybe watching like another race, and maybe the two of you like started talking about it, and you, I think, were being critical as you do, with the races, like, oh yeah, that person should have did this and that and this and that. And because you're not very socially adept, especially a young Gogo, I think that there was a point where you had gotten to know this woman, and then you were very critical of this driver. And I think that at the end, she just like kind of sets her drink down. She's like, "That's my brother," and then leaves without saying anything else. And at the time, you're probably just like, whatever. But now, maybe that interaction could have gone better.
Oh, I pinged
Story
that
of our
ship.
lives. Maybe that could have gone better.
Isn't that the kind of motto of this group?
We should probably just paint it on the outside of the ship. So as soon as we land, people know what's going on.
You just paint on the outside of the ship. We're trying to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like that guild.
Yes,
That
we're
freaking-
trying our best, okay?
It says "Shut up, we're trying." I was
Uh.
like, "Oh my god, that's the best free company name I've ever heard in my
Yeah.
whole life."
So you send? Do you send the Minotaur a message?
Yeah, I like try to hail them on a comms. Yeah.
So I think that you get the nobody appears to be answering. There's probably like a message leaving device. Like you could leave like a voice message for the ship. Like you just ping it to the IFF, and then whenever they check their ship correspondence, they'll see it. But nobody answers immediately.
I mean, I guess I leave a message.
What do you say in the message?
Hawthorne, comma. Hey, remember that bitch Go-Go? Yeah. I could get you on ship or on planet faster. Message me back.
That's it?
Mhm.
Do you leave a signature, or do you just say it came from your ship? Or do you, like, leave your name, like, identifying yourself?
I said, remember that bitch Go-Go? She knows who that is.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
in...
but you didn't
okay,
say your
no,
go-go.
that's fine, that's fine. That's what you say. That's totally cool.
This is gonna be good.
So yeah, so I think that's, there's probably, like, a few minutes, or maybe you expect a call back. And 5 minutes turns into 10. And then I think that just after that, there's a... Now, this pings to the ship, because that was the last known, like, sending signature. And I think that says... Listen, I've already taken too many... or what does it say? Probably a woman's voice is vaguely familiar to you, Go-Go. You were probably drunk. And it says, listen, I'm done dealing with your spam bullshit. Don't contact me again.
Wait, was that a message or an open?
No, it was like she like replied with a video message, but didn't actually open comms to you.
Do I recall her brother's name? I
Hmm.
probably would recall if he had like a racer name, especially if I analyzed him.
Yeah. Roll me a... What is this gonna be? I actually think this is a saving throw since you already got the roll. Can you make me a mental effect save on this one?
See if my brain explodes while trying to remember his name.
Yeah, because I don't think, like, you already did the recalling of information. I think this is like a, oh shit, wait, what was that other thing? And then it's a, I think a saving throw is appropriate here.
Nope. Dice is
No.
not with me today.
In fact, I think that you do remember, right? But it's like Apollo is what you remember her brother's racing name to be.
I mean, damn it. Okay, so I guess Go-Go doesn't include the name,
Sure.
but maybe tries to make it more personal and says, Hawthorne, this isn't spam. I hope your brother's racing career is better now.
Okay. And I think that the message comes back a little bit sooner. Actually, no, it probably is a hail at that point. Like, you probably get a hail to the compad that you're using.
I mean, yeah, I open up immediately.
Yeah, and it clicks open, and you can't see Hawthorne. She's not using video, but she goes, "Who is this?"
Oh, good. You answered. So this is Margot Valentine, Go-Go Valentine. We talked once about racing back on Thune, like way back in the day. I don't know if you remember. Your brother, he had a lot to learn, but he had some potential. Is any of this ringing a bell?
Listen, I already told you. I'll have the money when it's ready.
Whoa. This isn't about money. I mean, I'm glad to take money, but I don't think you understand who I am. I'm from the fill-in ship, actual VIN of ship here.
Right.
We're like really far back in line. We have a really famous client on planet, and he's trying to get us anyway in. Where are you?
And I think that she's like, "What do you think I am, stupid? I'm not going to give you that information. And if you find me and board my ship, I'll kill you. You'll have your money when it's ready."
Hawthorne, do I sound hostile to you?
Yes, frankly. You found my ship among the thousands of other ones out here. Somehow you know my name and that my brother's a racer. Yes, that sounds pretty fucking hostile to me.
Or it could be a friend just looking up another friend.
Or a friend that wants to shoot me or take all my money, and that's not a risk I'm willing to take. I'm a pretty damn good shot.
I bet you are, but you could probably tell by the ship I'm on, that's not exactly my MO.
I think there's a pause. Kind of looks and is like, "Yeah, well, they come in all different sizes. I wouldn't put it past them to send somebody after me like this. How did you even find me?"
I just looked through the list. It wasn't that hard. I remembered you right away. I mean, I thought we had something, but I guess I don't know.
God damn it. I'm gonna have to get this shit scrubbed again. Listen, I told you once, you'll have your money. I just gotta do this delivery, and it'll be wired over to the account.
Hawthorne,
Don't need to keep bothering me about it.
Maybe I can help. I mean, I don't want any money from you, but maybe I can help get these people off your back. Who are you talking about?
Ha, yeah, of course. Yeah, who am I talking about? Do you want to roll a persuasion check?
Just waiting for it, yeah.
Go for it.
Money, big money.
Oh yeah.
Ah, that's not
Not
bad.
bad, not bad.
That's a pass.
So I think that there's like
It's a good pass.
I think there's a pause, and he says, "Listen, how much will it take to get you to leave now? I've got some of it, but if you're not here to hurt me or shake me down, at least let me. I can make a payment. We can do it in person."
Sure, that sounds great. Just tell me where you're at in line.
Go. There's a place, Jacobs. Just go there. And she sends you like the ship name, and it's one of those like floating diners that's been set up. She's like, "Go there. I can get some of the credits to you then. Just if you bring anybody else, and if they look scary, I'm gonna shoot them. I don't care."
Sure, yeah, no scary people. I promise. I will meet you at this Jacobs. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is happening?
Right? It's like we're shaking down people for money. It's what it sounds like.
I can't tell if this is brilliant or like super convoluted. I can't wait.
I
And,
think I just found a new line of work. This is gonna be amazing.
The call disconnects shortly after that. And you receive the message for the location.
Is Gogo trying? Did Gogo just decide that she wants to extort this person, or are we?
No, she just wants to talk to her face to face, and this seems like the only way that she was gonna do that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she's not gonna accept any money from this woman unless it looks like that might be a good option, and then we can just leave and get money that way. So I don't know.
So
We'll see how this
you're,
goes.
you're keeping our options
Keeping
open.
my options open. Okay. Yeah. So Gogo leaves her room and goes to fire up the ship.
Okay, so you all begin to settle down. There's a few hours left, and then you hear a, and then the hum of the engine kicks on. I assume all of you. We see the triple shot of like there's Oscar in his room, like meditating or whatever. There's Fortune like asleep at the armorer's bench, and then there's Dr. Fisher like leaned back in the chair, like mouth open, drool coming out, and then the ship turns on, and all of you are like, "Whoa, what's going on? Why are we moving?"
Yeah, it's like the flash cut to each of us, and then like the Metal Gear
Yeah,
sound, like bruh.
yeah, exactly. Little fucking exclamation points come over all of your heads. What do the three of you do?
Power up I grab the nearest rifle and I run to the cargo bay.
Okay.
I'm thinking we're getting boarded.
Oscar, nothing triggered Oscar's spidey sense, right?
Nope.
Oscar is
Not unless Gogo is flying towards the planet at this moment, instead of her meeting location.
So
I
so
am not
I
doing such a thing.
yeah, he assumes all is going according to plan.
Okay.
Fisher?
Yeah, I kind of go into the cockpit and say, did we get a message from the planet?
Probably right at that point over comms. Fortune's like, I'm in the cargo bay. Where are they coming in at?
Yeah, and you see the countdown timer. It ticks down like 1 second, ticks down off of it, and then goes back up 1 second. Like it's stuck in that like proverbial up down by seconds.
Well, you see, it's gonna take us like roughly, and she like points at the timer, like 8 billion years to get down to the planet. So I figured I'd take it into my own hands.
She hasn't turned the ship yet, Fisher. It's still aimed at the planet.
Go.
No, it's not what you think. I'm not gonna. Don't worry. I know a
Can you
girl.
just repeat what I declared earlier today?
I know, and I'm not doing that, Fisher. So don't you worry.
Are you sure? Because this is one of those things that I'm not really trusting you on.
And you know what? You have every right not to. But
so I would appreciate if you powered down the ship for that very reason.
No, you see, I can't quite do that. We're not going in the planet. We're going to this diner? ? I'm gonna meet a friend.
Was that a question?
Yes, because I'm not exactly sure what Jake. I don't know. Would you rather just sit here and wait, or possibly get us moved up?
I mean, I would rather we didn't piss off an entire planet once again for the umpteenth time. Is that an option?
I mean, the worst that can happen is I piss off this girl Hawthorne, and she already kind of hates me. So, like, I don't really see.
Okay, so a slightly less important thing I wish is for us not to piss off an entire organization, except for the umpteenth one we have pissed.
I mean, she does seem like she's into some shady business, but like, I She's like not stopping the like powering up of the ship and
You're really not
Yeah.
selling this to me, Go-Go. Just even if you lie barefaced to my face, then at least I can sleep at night instead of this.
No, I think that's absolutely the point, Dr. Fisher.
At this point, Fortune probably busts into the cargo bay, or I mean the
No,
cockpit.
no, actually, I got something for you.
Okay.
I think that as you're in the cargo bay, you're like clearing, like you're back up against the cargo box and like flipping around it, right? You're clearing the cargo bay.
I'm clearing the cargo bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see come running in, like through the, you know how the ship has that upper like level, come
Yeah.
running in, with an apron, a chef hat, and an oven mitt with a frying pan in it is Chan,
Mm-hmm.
and he like runs in. He's like, "You sounded like you were in danger, Fortune. Is everything okay?"
I don't know. Why is the ship moving? Are we being boarded? What's going on? Why are you what? Why do you have a frying pan? Go get a rifle. That's not gonna help.
Yeah, I think there's a pause, and he just like sets the frying pan down. I think he probably like goes over to the ladder, slides down it, and like goes over and grabs one of the rifles out of the armory and is like kind of holding it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we're gonna go clear the ship because no one's responding. So either they're all dead or they're captured. So we're gonna have to go make sure there's no one that's not supposed to be on the ship. Let's go.
Yeah, and I think he like you see him like shake off his oven mitt and he like takes his chef hat off, but he's still got his apron on. And he kind of just sets it. He's like, "Is it all right if I leave this here? I will be back to return it and put it in its rightful place."
Yes, let's go.
Okay, yeah, and he just kind of like follows you with his rifle around his neck and like in his at the low ready, right?
He probably doesn't know how to use it. He's probably just doing what I'm doing.
Uh,
Or maybe he does. I don't know.
actually,
Does it look like he knows what he's doing?
he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Okay, well that's good and bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've never seen Chan hold one of these before, but he doesn't look like Fisher did,
Okay.
or Boomer for that matter.
Or Boomer.
Yeah.
All right. So me and Chan are now clearing the ship.
You and Chan begin clearing the ship. Oscar, I think that was over open comms too, so you heard all that, by the way. Like,
I told you what Oscar's doing.
okay, you heard Fortune yell, "Are we being boarded? I'm headed to the armory."
I think he tried. Okay. So at that point, if Fortune starts yelling over comms, he would go see what the hell is up.
So he said he's running to the cargo bay. Do you go to the cargo bay or do you go to the cockpit?
I think he would go to the cockpit.
Okay. Perfect. So probably
Yeah.
probably at this point, Dr. Fisher, like as you two are talking, that's when you enter, Oscar. Like when that conversation happens. So you see Dr. Fisher like cross-arm tapping his foot. Gogo's like looking at Dr. Fisher, but also like doing that thing that cats do where they like slowly go to like push buttons to keep doing stuff.
Yeah.
And just watching
Like
Dr.
Gogo's
Fisher.
still,
Yeah,
she's like making eye contact, but still pushing the glass off the table.
right, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He gets, he's getting there kind of hurriedly, and he looks at them both and assesses the situation internally. Then he gets on comms and it says to Fortune, what are you on about?
Why is this ship? Are we being like tractor beamed somewhere? What's going on? Why is the ship moving? Like we were gonna wait. Which I guess I don't
we
know.
were. I don't think we're in danger, though.
You see, at that moment, you see Chan looking at his compad. He holds it up to you, Fortune,
Yeah.
and it shows like Oscar's compad, and then it has confirmed blinking in green letters. Like he ran a trace on Oscar's compad to make sure it was Oscar's compad while you were having this conversation, and just like holds it up to you.
Better
like-
at tactics than you are.
Well, better at computers at least. Like, Okay, so we're okay.
I believe we're okay. You
God, why does no one
can
answer comms?
Relax. I
Chan,
don't know.
Chan probably says over comms, like when you say that. He says, I apologize. I was still preoccupied. I responded.
Not you, Chan. Not you, Chan.
Oh.
I'm talking about obviously someone has to be in the cockpit moving the ship. Go, and no one's responding.
Oh, stand down, Fisher. God, there's no fire.
Fortune.
But also
Fortune,
also
sorry.
Fisher. But also,
But also Fisher, because
Also
he's
Fisher.
also berating me.
It's probably like, well, you could at least let people know when you're doing stuff. So I didn't even put on pants.
Yeah, and I think Chan like holds up a finger, Fortune, like next to you.
Mm-hmm.
He like puts his hand over the compad as if it were turned on, which it's not, and he goes, I would not perhaps speak with Gogo like that. She can be very angry.
Oh, it's okay, Chan.
Oh, okay. And then like puts the compad back.
I walk Chan back to the armory to put our rifles back and to get his cooking equipment.
Yeah, he picks up his pan and his little hat and his oven mitt, and he goes,
Yeah,
I was in the process of making omelets. Would you like one?
sure, and a cup of coffee.
He just nods and climbs up the ladder deftly and proceeds to the kitchen.
I'll go with them. I follow him.
Okay. So back in the cockpit. Go. The ship's basically powered up at this point, and you're like, maybe you're like, you got your hands on the wheel, and like you're slowly moving the throttle forward and steering the ship.
I mean, yeah, man, I'm going to this place. I've completely stopped listening to Fisher at this point.
That's Fisher. What are you saying?
God damn it, why does nobody actually listen to me? I just feel completely taken advantage of on this ship and murmur.
Yeah. Oscar, what about you?
He's absorbing this. I think he waits for Fisher to feel sorry for himself for a few moments, and then he asks him, like, what is all this?
Apparently, Gogo has a meeting which she proceeds to not inform us about, and that is the cause of this whole fiasco.
I mean, it's not a fiasco yet.
What
oh,
is
great! She expects it to be a fiasco.
meeting with who? What is the worst that could happen?
An old buddy of mine. Her name's Hawthorne. I saw her name on the list. Figured maybe it was worth a shot instead of waiting in this line.
Do we intend to tail her in, or barter for her spot, or what?
Could be a myriad of options. See what she's willing to give.
Let me know if you need me.
Well, she said no scary people, so I think you should stay on the ship.
I accept that.
Kuko just nods.
Oscar is content that this is not going poorly. He excuses himself.
Okay. Dr. Fisher, do you pointedly stand in the cockpit?
Yes, I'm just the arms folded, just this aspirated look on my face.
I mean, Fisher, you'll get to come with me. You're not scary at all.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good for a doctor.
Sarcasm, the lowest form of wit.
Love it. So
Savage today.
Yeah.
the sparring match continues perhaps for a while until you reach your destination. And you can see the Jacob's Diner is fairly busy right now. There are a lot of ships kind of pulled up and docked with this large freighter looks like an entertainment module, kind of attached to a tug freighter, basically. And it looks like it's specifically designed for this purpose for ships to come and dock and enter in and then eat and, whatever else. And most all of the docking ports, I think, are used, except for a couple, which you're able to, squeeze in because you have multiple dimensions to work with, and it's not that hard. You squeeze in, and you can see a lot of the ships that are here are some of the larger space truckers, some of the mid-level space truckers. There are a couple of, they look like personal shuttle ships, maybe from, the super larges. They use their personal shuttles to come over here. And so then you dock with a ship. Does anybody tell Fortune what's going on at any point throughout this whole thing? Do you eventually make it to the cockpit, Fortune?
Probably
Wait.
with a coffee.
Did we not? I mean, I think. Oh well, he knows that there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I know no one's dying, and Gogo's obviously flying the ship if no one's dying. So
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you show up with a coffee, and there's probably just tense silence in the cockpit at this point. The two combatants having sparred it out for probably for some time, and that's the scene you enter into.
I probably look back and forth between Gogo and Fisher 2 or 3 times, and then I'm like, to no one in particular, I ask, so where are we going?
I mean, we're basically already here.
Oh, why are we here? Chan makes better omelets than anything you're gonna find here.
Yeah, I'm not here for the food.
So why are we at a diner?
It's where she wanted to meet. I don't know. She's the one who picked it.
Who's she?
Old buddy of mine. Well, buddy might be a strong word. A person I know?
I probably look over at Oscar. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, he's not there anymore.
Oh,
He's not allowed to come because he's scary, so he's back off staring
Okay.
at his compad. Yeah, he's not in the cockpit.
okay. So, all right, you're just gonna go meet a friend?
Well, she might be able to get us up a spot or no. I don't know. I figured it'd be worth a shot.
Oh, do you need company?
Coco looks you up and down. It's like, I mean, I guess you're.
We
kinda
recently had
scary.
cleaned up Fortune though, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did, right?
He's not as disheveled as he used
Okay,
to be.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on what version of.
I think that was a week ago or
Fortune,
something. We
Yeah,
had
I'm not too far off from my token right now.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think she looks you up and down, kind of evaluating your current status, as it were. She's like, yeah, I think that, yeah. I don't think you'd pass as scary at the moment. I think you could come.
All right.
Yeah, Go goes back to making sure she's ready to go.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you dock the ship, and the little extended boom comes out and attaches, and you have a pressurized tunnel to get onto Jacob's, which I assume you take.
Yes.
See.
So, Dr. Fisher, are you going with them?
Oh, that's the $1,000,000 question. Yes, despite every excursion I've been on has been bad.
And so
Well,
it begins.
that's not true. The last excursion you went on, you just won money.
That's a good
It's
point.
true. It's very
You
good.
also were asleep when you started that excursion, so I mean, maybe that is the key.
Yeah, time for a nap, and then everything will go okay.
Yeah, mid-session naps. That's the key.
I think that as the three of you are leaving the cockpit, you see Chan with like 2 plates of omelets, like walking, and he sees like the diner outside the viewport, and he's like, "Oh, I did not know we were eating out today. It's no problem. One will be for me and Oscar, I guess." And like turns and walks away.
Look what you did, Go-Go.
I know that I actually feel bad about. Like actual remorse.
Yeah, and so I think that as the group of you are leaving the ship, Chan, who has a knack for just identifying where anyone is on the ship, because that's literally his job in his mind, finds you in whatever crevice you've crawled into, Oscar. And he kind of like, he extends the plate and he says, "It appears the others are eating out this morning. Would you care to take breakfast with me?"
Certainly, Chad.
Yeah, and
He takes it. And...
yeah, he's like, "I apologize if it is a bit cold. I can make it fresh if you'd like."
No difference to me. I think he probably like he was probably in his room, so he would just follow him to the mess hall.
Yeah,
go eat with him.
So we see the other 3 disembark as that occurs, and as we walk over, we like pan over. It's kind of loud in here because while it's like breakfast time for you guys, it's technically like everybody here that's been here for a while is on Tusser schedule. So it's basically like nighttime for them. And so right, exactly. There's dubstep playing. No, I think there's just a lot of voices talking in a very kind of enclosed, dark, dimly lit space. It's very crowded. There's a lot of people moving to and from, and so I think that the 3 of you are kind of squashed together and kind of moving as a group. Theme park walking would be a appropriate term for it, or club walking if you prefer. And first of all, you don't really remember who you're looking for, Go-Go. With a 6, basically one distinctive feature is that she was young at the time you met her, maybe 16 or 17. She's probably only aged 1 or 2 years by then, so she's still fairly young. Last time you saw her, she was like a blonde with short, like kind of shortly at the shoulder cropped hair. So you're kind of just looking around for her.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing that thing, like waiting for somebody to recognize me because I don't really know who I'm looking for, or also looking for someone who's shadily looking around for somebody else looking for her.
No problem, Devin. I'm gonna finish up here in just a second. This is the last scene. So you're walking around, and I think that you see a table off in the corner, and there's a young woman sitting at it that might be the person, and you see a man like kind of like saunter up and like ask if the seat's taken, and you see her just like lay what appears to be like she's wearing like long sleeves. She lays something on the table and kind of like taps a few times, and he kind of like holds his hands up and like backs away, and then you see her put her arm back underneath the table. Pretty obviously the person you're looking for. You can recognize the face a little bit. I'm gonna show everybody this. Pretty young, and the distinctive feature about her right now is she's got that bluish and purplish hair.
I like her already.
Yeah, well, I've got bad news for you.
She hates me. It's okay.
You rolled a 6 for your contact, which means this is not a good contact, or at least not a friendly one at that. So I think that you approach Dr. Fisher and Fortune in tow, and she kind of like looks. She looks at you and she's like, "Go-Go, was it?"
Yeah, and Gogo like holds out her hand to shake hers.
Yeah, and I think instead of shaking, she like leans her arm up on the table, and you see that she's wielding basically a hand howitzer. Is what Fortune would describe it as. It's a large bore projectile weapon that probably could cut through any armor possible. It's basically like a 50 cal Desert Eagle, right? Like that's essentially the weapon that she has. And it like dwarfs her entire arm and hand. And she kind of just like sets it on the table so you can see it, and then just like nods for you, the group of you, to sit down on the other side of her. And that's probably a great place to take a break.
Gogo's
mean-
mildly impressed that she thinks she needs that.
I mean, I had to search howitzer.
Oh God,
and
you really
I
not.
just got artillery.
Well, yeah, that's exactly why I use that description, Will. That is literally the only reason I use that description. But for reference, let me grab you a good picture. I want it like in somebody's hand.
What's a pistol?
No, hand howitzer is the correct term. It's not really a pistol per se. Here we go. This is appropriate. This is like
It's a handwitzer.
haha, there you go. The handwitzer. This is look, I'm just gonna upload this with no context. Nobody say anything to Devin. There. Click on that picture and zoom in. That's the hand howitzer.
Okay.
It's a big ass fucking gun. Usually the Desert Eagles are either 45 or 50 caliber.
Pretty beefy gun.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So that concludes today. Let's talk about experience. We're gonna have 750 experience. And I
Hey.
Just realised we still haven't delivered the bloody cargo.
have not delivered the bloody cargo. I mean, you
Listen,
totally
I'm
could
trying
have.
so hard.
Gogo could have just gunned it, like, right from the get-go. I was prepared for that.
Jordan.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Guess who's level 6?
Fortune.
Nope. Go.
Moles.
Correct.
I wonder what. I don't know what next level is.
Is it also you, Matt?
It's also Oscar by 15 experience.
Hooray! Cool. Congratulations on your level 6.
Hooray! I can't learn skills until we get on the friggin' planet, though.
That's rough, man.
Watch, this is going to be another one of those things where we like can't ever get on, or we manage to burn all the bridges necessary to get on it, and it's just going to be dangled in front of me like the assault suit forever.
Man, rough life.
Yeah.
No.
Don't screw this up, guys.
To
To be
be
very sad.
Worst case, Gogo's just gonna gun it, and then if we all die, we all die. That's just
yeah.
how it goes. So it won't be dangled in front of you for too long.
Let me
Or-
roll health before you do that.
Yes. For meta purposes, it's actually not super hard to like. There are many ways possible. It's all about what you guys want to do. You left the risky one for the secondary action, so we got to do the hopefully we can get a spot action. You know what I mean?
Or just extort money out of this chick. That's also an option.
Yeah, that could still be plan A, but Gogo's off on like a diversion to extort this poor girl.
Listen, when Gogo gets bored, this is what happens. So
Cool.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Good stuff.
indeed. I
Good
will see
stuff.
everybody next week. Same great time, same great place.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Looking forward to seeing who dies in the diner.
But also, just FYI, the following weekend I will not be around.
Oh, we got to get this wrapped up then.
I know. I'm sorry.
Do we want to do a weeknight thing?
That never works out, but we'll talk about it. I'm gonna do outro. I'll talk to you guys in a
Okay.
little bit. All right, everybody. Glad y'all could be here. It's been wonderful. It's been fun. It's been hilarious. Certainly one for the record books. We will continue this next week. If you're on YouTube, hello YouTube. Just stay tuned for the next episode, or the episodes typically come out. They start on, for this show, they start on Wednesday. Starting at Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they come out. So, from all of us to you, have a wonderful night, day, evening, afternoon, midday, whatever you call it where you are, whatever time it is where you are. And we'll see you next time.